You know that moment when you're scrolling through endless best massage chair lists and you start wondering if you're really going to get more than a fancy recliner that just vibrates? I was in that exact spot last week, trying to decide whether splurging on a full-body chair actually makes sense for my back pain and my budget, before I ended up buying something that sat mostly unused. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'll walk you through what I discovered so far so you don't have to guess. First off, the big question with any high-end massage chair is whether it replaces enough spa visits to be worth the price tag. The BOSSCARE 2026 Zero Gravity model promises a 54-inch SL track that stretches all the way from your shoulders down to your calves, and it even claims an AI-driven body scan that customizes the routine for you. That sounds great on paper, but the real test is how it feels after an hour of work from home or after a long bike ride. If you're someone who already schedules regular physiotherapy or visits a therapist weekly, you might be looking for a chair that can handle a solid stretch, heat, and deep tissue work in one package. If you're just after occasional neck relief or a quick foot massage after a day's grind, a simpler, cheaper chair might already do the job. Who should buy this? Think of the active recovery crowd, cyclists, runners, desk-bound professionals with chronic lower back tension, and anyone who already spends a few $100s a month on massages or physiotherapy. The extended 54-inch track means the rollers can reach your thighs and calves without you having to adjust your posture constantly. That's a practical win because it reduces the need to get in and out of the chair mid-session, which can be a hassle if you're already sore. The zero-gravity mode also tilts you into a reclined position that relieves spinal pressure, mimicking the posture you'd find in a flotation tank. For people with tight hamstrings or sciatic issues, this can actually lower the discomfort you feel when sitting for long periods. Who should skip it? If you live in a small apartment and the chair's footprint feels like it would dominate your living space, that's a red flag. The unit comes pre-assembled, which is a relief for anyone who dreads fiddling with heavy parts, but it also means the base is fairly wide. Another group to think twice about are folks who are sensitive to noise. While BOSSCARE markets it as relatively quiet, the combination of 4D rollers, airbag compression, and foot rollers can generate a low hum that some users describe as noticeable in a quiet room. If you plan to use this while watching TV at low volume, that hum might become distracting after a while. Now, let's talk about the practical strengths. The AI body scan is a standout for those who hate fiddling with manual settings. When you sit down, the chair automatically measures the length of your spine and the width of your shoulders, then tailors the roller's intensity from shoulders down to calves. In real-world terms, that means you won't have to guess whether the settings are too strong for your lower back or too weak for your neck. For me, the first session felt like the chair knows where the knots are, delivering a firm pressure on my trapezius while keeping a gentler glide on my calves. The tie stretch feature works by gently pulling the torso forward while the rollers work, creating a stretch that feels similar to a yoga pose without you having to roll onto the floor. This is handy after a long run, because it can release tension in the hip flexors and lower back that a standard massage often misses. Heat therapy and foot rollers are another practical perk. The lower back heating pads warm up within a minute, and that heat persists through the entire 12-minute program, which is beneficial for people with chronic muscle stiffness. The foot rollers rotate in opposite directions, mimicking a reflexology session. If you've ever spent an evening on a foot massager and felt the relief linger into the next day, you'll appreciate this built-in feature because it eliminates the need for an extra device. On the downside, the chair's intensity levels can be a bit abrupt for newcomers. The 12+6 mode menu offers a range of programs, from Shiatsu Relax to deep tissue, but the jump from a light tap to a deep kneading motion isn't always gradual. It can feel like being pressed by a pair of firm gloves, which might be overwhelming if you're not used to strong pressure. The best workaround is to start with the warm-up program, which uses a lighter setting before you move into the deeper cycles. Also, the Bluetooth integration is limited to playing your own music through the chair's speakers. It doesn't sync the massage rhythm to the beat, which some premium models tout. If you're hoping for a fully immersive audio massage experience, you might feel a bit let down. Another practical concern is the foot roller's range of motion. While the rollers cover the entire